The Meeting. Comics meets dance. What else would you expect out of one of the most creative cities in the world, Berlin, Germany? Let's take a look.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. O God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie on't, oh fie! 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess it merely.
Hey everyone, it's FANzine Live. We are doing World Zines. This is Tom. We are looking at a zine out of Berlin from our friends at Renate Comics. This is called The Meeting, where comics meet dance. And what we have here is I think it's a 2024 piece done by a Luca De Vitis, who is working with a choreographer named Annemarie Mareki Hess. Interesting little thing here. The comic story you were about to read was born out of a collaboration. In 2023, Annemarie was asked by the Centre National de Littérature de Luxembourg to write a small publication about her work. The publication will appear later in this series, Choreographical Talks. So basically what she did was she's created 3 characters, and it says choreography, so I'm presuming it's dance because we are talking about comics meeting dance. You have the warrior, the dreamer, and the weaver. And what this person did, this Luca, was they started it on a graphic novel. This is the opening chapter of the graphic novel with some stuff in the back, some extra material. Really interesting. The beginning, of course, is all about getting together with each other. So there's the warrior walking through the forest. He runs into the dreamer, as I understand it. And together, they blow out the wall of the world that they were in, and they find the weaver. And then they go off into their new world together. So what this guy did, this Luca did, was he took the basics of their story, and as they say, they expanded the project enough to have, in this case, the first chapter and now a wider story. Cartooning is quite interesting. The script is a little bit loose. Doesn't entirely make as much sense as I would have liked, but it's neat, again, in the theme of World Zines, to see how different people handle different types of content. This, of course, being all about probably a science fiction or a fantasy type element. So they come across this queue and then they try to get in, but they've got these sentinels that fly around, which is a pretty good hint that we're going into science fiction. So the warrior destroys the sentinel. They figure out a way to get in, and they discover this interesting civilization. And everybody seems happy and functioning, but only on the surface. They've lost their ability of touch with each other. They have just been driven, as they say, the power that has usurped the landscape by turning it into a wasteland is the same power that rules over this place. Scarcity has then become the pretext for forcing people to move to these secure environments and drive them into blind obedience. And to do so, they found a way to throw us out. This is a person who apparently is not buying into the model of this society. And together, the dreamer, the weaver, and the warrior, well, the dreamer goes into her mind, and this is kind of a looking at her thoughts, and it's done in the imagery of going into the water. And then you can see things get rough, and they're able to get the one person free, and then all the other folks are coming after them. Kind of interesting. And then they have a discussion between the two creators about how to take the dance presentations, the choreography, and turn it into something more resembling a graphic novel. Very, very interesting, intriguing stuff. Kind of glad I picked this one up because I never would have thought to try to bring dance and comics together. What do you folks think? Have you ever seen anything like this where you've brought in an outside influence, pulled it into a comic book, and done something truly creative with it like they have here? Don't forget, everybody, like the video, subscribe to FANzine Live, and of course, tell your friends. Leave a comment if you're interested in talking about the meeting, but don't forget, tell your friends, because we look at zines that you just will not find pretty much anywhere else. Thank you so much again for watching. This is Tom. I really appreciate it. Thank you again. I will catch you next time.